that, you know, I want to be a child of God. I want to be a child of God. I want to work for the Lord, and that's what I care about. I'm not worrying about, how can I say this in a nice way of, you know, I want to go to church. I want to be there. I want to have the fellowship. I want to get the music and be able to be touched by God and filled by God. But that's not going to be my main focus in life anymore. It used to be. It used to be everything. I want to help the church. I want to do the church. You know, churches get so blessed that sometimes I think they forget. I think they forget where they came from. And you see these big mega churches and these different people out there that are making millions and millions of dollars. I don't care that a pastor is blessed. I don't care that he makes a lot of money. That's between him and God. If God blesses him, hey, so be it. Long as he is taking that money and he is using it for the right things and he's blessing others and the church is blessing others. But if it comes to the fact of you are stopping and keeping other people from being blessed, then I don't think it's ever going to be. I think one day God's going to stop it. I think God will shut it down. So just remember that when you're building a church or you're building a ministry or whatever you're doing, just remember one thing. God is always watching. God is always there. He's there for us. He's there with us, but he's also can be against us. So, you know, just because you think that, you know, you're awesome pastor or you got an awesome congregation or you got this big building and you know you're doing great and everything's going great, you ain't gonna never have no problems. Don't believe that. Don't believe that, because Satan has a way of getting in, and God also has a way of what you call letting us know that we need him, letting us know that we're not this Mr. and Mrs. Powerful, that we can do all things without him, because he's not going to let that happen. He's not going to let that happen. You've seen big churches. You've seen churches out there that grew huge, and also you had a big, huge split, and people want to know why. Why'd that happen? Well, I can tell you, a lot of times it happens because of the fact of people get too high and too mighty, and they think that, you know, it don't matter anymore, that God is going to be there for them no matter what happens. But then they get a big church split, and all of a sudden they start losing their congregation. They lose their big salary they were making, and all this stuff's happening, and they're yelling, God, why me? God, why me? But then yet they weren't taking care of anybody. They weren't doing anything for anybody. They didn't care about nobody but themselves. So if that's the way